Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again for another stock pick of the day. Today is July 11th, first day of the week. It is a Monday. Not a big fan of Mondays. Perhaps you are. First day of the week. I'm actually going to have a short week this week, going to meet up with some friends in Tennessee. A buddy of mine is getting married, so we are going out there to hang out for his stag party. I guess that's a thing now. I didn't have one whenever I got married. My wife and I just went to the courthouse and got it done and saved some money. At the time, we were investing in some real estate, bought a new house, so we thought that the money we would spend on parties and stuff like that was better served elsewhere. So we just did it a different way and went to the courthouse and set our I do's, signed some paperwork, and had dinner. But my buddies want to get together, and he's one of the last ones. Friend of mine's younger brother, friend of mine as well. Ran track with him way back in the day, back in the 90s. So maybe I'm dating myself a little bit, but that's when I was in high school, way back in the 90s, late 90s. So I will get a video out today, tomorrow, and definitely Wednesday. I may not get anything out on Thursday because I will be on the road traveling. And then I don't do videos typically on the weekends, or I'm sorry, on Fridays anyway, so I won't get anything out on Friday. That's typical. I will still try to get a Sunday video out and cover the stocks that I purchased for this week. I have not made any purchases yet. I'll probably wait till Friday, and then I'll put something together, possibly on the road in the hotel on Friday night or Saturday morning. Probably Saturday morning, possibly with a bit of a hangover. We'll see. Today we are going to cover Microsoft. It is one of the largest caps out there, big dog of a company, one that I would love for it to fall back even further, but today it was down, so let's take a look at it and see if it's one you should take a look at to add or watch to add for your portfolio. So Microsoft, for those of you who might not know, they are in the technology sector. I mean, Windows, apps, they do a lot of games. Xbox console is a Microsoft product. Laptops, Surface Pro 8, right? So a lot of different laptops. So the tech company, basically, right? They have a Microsoft store. They have a cloud. They do have a lot of educational software as well. So big tech company, one of the largest out there. Again, if you've used Windows products, you have used Microsoft products. So if you want to know more, check them out, www.microsoft.com. That is their homepage. Then as you can see, today they were down 1.18%. Again, talking about Microsoft Corporation, ticker MSFT. They are an information technology company. The close of business on July 11th, $264.51. 52-week range as low as $241.51, as high as $349.67. So currently sitting at 264, definitely closer to that 52-week low than they are the high. I would love them to continue to drop back to this 52-week low. Then might look at, in my opinion, 230 around there is what I'm looking for an entry point, which would be lower than their 52-week low. So if they set a new all-time low, it might be one I'm interested in, or possibly if it hit this 240, I might take a look at it again and do another discounted cash flow analysis and see where we sit. Again, $1.978 trillion market cap, so definitely one of the larger companies out there. A beta of 0.93, so currently it is more volatile or just as volatile than the overall market. Excuse me for misspeaking, so just a little less volatile than the overall market. Anything under a 1 is less volatile. Anything over a 1 is more volatile. 1 is equal to the market. They have a PE of 27.61, so this is part of the reason that I don't have them in my portfolio now. They definitely have come down again, but especially when they're up here at this 349, their PE ratios just seem outstanding. This is another one of those companies, though, that seems to always trade at a premium. So, a lot of times if you want to jump into one of these, you're probably going to pay a premium for it. Just pick the right entry point, have a price you're willing to pay, and don't pay above that is always my advice. It does have a small dividend, $2.48 paid out on the year, and that is paid out annually or quarterly. So 4 times a year they pay out a dividend. Divide $2.48 by $2.48 by 4. That'll tell you what your payout. It is a very low dividend yield of 0.93%. Again, I'd love it to drop down a little bit lower. That might get you over 1%, but this is not one that you really pick up because it's providing a lot of cash flow. This is one you pick up for growth and future cash flow Hopefully they increase the dividends over time, and this eventually gets up into 3, 4, 5% range. They do provide or produce a lot of free cash flow. They are kind of a cash flow machine, so it would be nice for them to raise this dividend a bit, the yield a bit. But being a tech company, they do invest back into themselves pretty heavily. Their next ex-dividend date is August 17th, 2022. And according to Yahoo Finance, where I pull this information, not affiliated, just where I like to pull some information, they have a one-year target estimate of $355.51. So speaks to some upside potential price appreciation, at least according to Yahoo Finance. Let's look at what some other folks have to say. So according to stockanalysis.com and the 57 stock analysts that have taken a look at this, they call it a buy. It is actually just about to a strong buy, which would be this dark green here. But they call it a buy. They have a low estimate of $254.28. So that would be a 3.87% decline from where it currently sits. So again, speaks to potential for some further downside. Again, I'd love it to drop significantly lower than that even. But we'll see. Again, this is one that typically trades at a premium. It seems like they have an average price of $362.62, which would be 37.09% upside. And if it happened to hit their high, that $525, that would be a 98.48% upside. Microsoft, ticker MSFT. Full disclosure, it is not in my portfolio. It is one I'd love to add, but it does need to pull back from where it's at for me to buy. But again, this one always seems to trade at a premium. They call it a buy. They do potentially see some downside, so maybe one to throw on your watch list. If you're comfortable buying at these prices, more power to you. Just in my opinion, I'd like it to drop a little bit lower. I'm looking for it around the 230 range. That's my my buy-in price. Again, if it hit 240, I might take a look at it and do another discounted cash flow analysis on it and see where we're at. But for me, that's Microsoft, ticker MSFT, information technology, one of the largest companies out there besides Apple that I watch. Maybe one to add to your watch list if you don't already have it on there. And again, guys, these are supposed to be quick hitters, so that's the end of the video. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate everyone who's already done so. You guys are awesome. Over 170 subscribers now. Really appreciate it. You're the reason that the channel continues to grow. Hitting that like button and dropping a comment really helps a small YouTube like me grow with the YouTube algorithms. So if you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. And definitely drop a comment down below. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics, or constructive criticism as well. Drop it all down below in the comment section. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great week. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money. It's never investing and might not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.